What if we told you that comedian Matt Rife just became the new owner of one of the most haunted places in America? No, this isn't the setup to a horror comedy special. It's real, and it involves the infamous Annabelle doll, the Conjuring universe, and a museum full of terrifying paranormal artifacts. Matt Rife, best known for his viral stand-up comedy and recent hit special Lucid, just made headlines with a move no one saw coming. Together with ghost hunter Elton Castee, Rife bought the actual home and occult museum once owned by legendary paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. That's right, he didn't just buy a spooky-looking house. He now owns the entire haunted collection that inspired one of Hollywood's most terrifying horror franchises. And yes, that includes the Annabelle doll. Let that sink in. The creepy, possessed doll that's been the centerpiece of nightmares and box office hits is now legally in the hands of a guy who tells jokes for a living. But don't let Rife's comedy fool you. This isn't a gimmick. For him, it's a passion project. If you followed his content or interviews, you already know the guy is obsessed with all things paranormal. And now, he's turning that obsession into something tangible, eerie, and open to the public. In a social media post that quickly went viral, Rife stood next to the Annabelle doll itself, announcing the news with pure excitement. "If you know me," he wrote, "you know I'm obsessed with the paranormal and all things haunted. The Conjuring films are my favorite scary movies of all time." He's not just a fan. He's stepping into the legacy of the Warrens, a couple who brought demonology into the mainstream and inspired decades of horror storytelling. Ed and Lorraine Warren aren't just spooky legends. They're the real-life investigators behind famous cases like the Amityville Horror and the original Conjuring house. Their occult museum in Connecticut was once a hotspot for paranormal tourism until it shut down in 2019 due to zoning issues and Lorraine's passing that same year. Since then, the museum's creepy contents have sat in silence. Until now. Matt Rife and Elton Castee are reviving it, and not just as a static display. The plan? Open it up for public museum tours and overnight stays. That's right. If you've ever wanted to spend the night in a room surrounded by haunted objects, here's your chance. Whether you're a horror fan, a thrill seeker, or just love weird celebrity moves, this one's for the books. And the timing couldn't be better. With the final film in the Conjuring franchise, The Conjuring Last Rites, set to hit theaters on September 5th, interest in the Warrens' legacy is at an all-time high. The upcoming movie follows the terrifying Smurl case, another real-life investigation by the Warrens, and the last trailer just dropped, cranking up anticipation to 11. Now, imagine watching that film, then booking a tour of the real museum that inspired it. That's the experience Rife wants to offer. Fans won't just watch horror, they'll walk into it. It's a bold move that mixes pop culture, celebrity influence, and real-life haunted history. Rife isn't just dipping his toes into Hollywood horror. He's cannonballing straight into the dark, creepy pool of paranormal lore, and taking his fans along for the ride. Others might call it a publicity stunt. Others see it as a passion-fueled tribute to the world of horror. Either way, it's a perfect storm of viral potential, fan service, and straight-up guts. Let's face it, buying a haunted museum and promising overnight stays takes confidence, and probably a good deal on spiritual protection. As for the legal side of things, Rife and Castee are now officially the guardians of the entire collection for at least the next 5 years. That means they're responsible for everything from the Annabelle doll to the countless other artifacts that once made up the Warrens' eerie collection. And in case you're wondering, yes, the Annabelle doll is still kept locked up in a protective glass case. Just like in the movies. You won't be seeing her in a hotel gift shop anytime soon. So what's next for Rife and his haunted empire? Expect behind-the-scenes content, tour announcements, and probably a lot of goosebumps. Given how open he's been about the project, fans can likely look forward to YouTube vlogs, paranormal investigations, and maybe even a comedy horror series inspired by his experiences. This could be the start of something way bigger than just a museum. It's content gold. Whether you believe in the paranormal or just love celebrity oddities, this story has it all. A stand-up comic walking into the real-life set of The Conjuring, taking over where famous ghost hunters left off, and inviting the public to step into the haunted world? Yeah, that's straight out of Hollywood. But here's the twist. It's real. So if you're into haunted history, legendary horror, and wild celebrity stories, this is your moment to dive deep. And who knows? Maybe Matt Rife's haunted adventure will lead to something even bigger. More movies, a docuseries, or even a brand new horror franchise. Like, comment, and tell us. Would you spend the night in Matt Rife's haunted museum? Smash that subscribe button and stay tuned for more jaw-dropping celebrity moves and behind-the-scenes stories from Hollywood and beyond. And don't forget to share this video with your fellow horror fans. We've got chills just thinking about it.